Hey guys, I had my first half marathon yesterday, and I'll tell you my experience. Okay, it was a half marathon in Granada, and it was a very hard race because it's very hilly. You know, there's a lot of hills, and yeah, it was very hard. Yeah, Granada is a beautiful city, and the half marathon, they advertise their run as the most beautiful run in the world, or something like that. I mean, it is beautiful, especially the second part of the race, but to be honest, if you just run on your own in Granada, you know, there's way better routes and way more beautiful places even, but still it's nice. Yeah. Well, I really suffered. No, well, it was very hard because the start was very crowded, and that really stressed me out. My animal instinct wanted to run away from all these people, and it was just, yeah, way too many people and way too little space. But yeah, and then the problem was that after 5 kilometers there was no water supplies. There were no water supplies, sorry. And yeah, I had to stop and look, and finally I found a water bottle, and then I couldn't drink it in a relaxed way because other people were also desperately looking for water. And then they came asking me, hey, give me water, and of course I gave them water, but it kind of, yeah, it was very stressful to drink, and I did drink, well, like I did ingest too much air, and I couldn't really relax and just drink in a, yeah, healthy way, I guess. So my stomach, my stomach did weird shit, and it was like it was making me suffer. Basically, my stomach was like, yeah. So yeah, like my advice is, maybe not like me, don't try to escape the slow crowd. You have to accept it, because I wasted a lot of energy by accelerating sometimes, trying to wave myself through traffic, but it wasn't worth the energy it cost me, and the emotional nerves. Yeah. Yeah, well, so yeah, I was having difficulties with my stomach, and I wasn't really feeling nice and good, but I battled myself through the next kilometers, and then the first hill came up. It was very hard, very steep, and yeah, well, but I did it. And then the second one came after that. I also survived that one, and yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I was a bit yeah, I was filming here and there, so yes, but I noticed that the first kilometers really cost me a lot of energy, so the next time I would just, like, yeah, the 5 kilometers, the first 5 to 10 kilometers, just be very slow and try to not get stressed by the crowd. Yeah. And well, I think my time was 2 hours and 14 minutes, so that's a pace of 6 minutes and 20 seconds per kilometer roundabout. And yeah, I was very, I don't know, I thought first, oh, maybe I can do it in less than 2 hours, but no. No, it was way too hard, and I didn't train enough for that. Actually, I trained almost, well, I started too late, and yeah, started 7 weeks ago and made like 2 or 3 runs per week, and yeah, at the end I my last 2 weeks were like in total per week 20 kilometers or 25, and now I did like 21 just like that, and like with steep hills. So yeah, and where I trained was in Seville. I couldn't train for the hills because it's very flat, and yeah, so it's completely different, like a half marathon with hills and one without hills. I did one for myself. It was not a race where I could be, I think I achieved a pace under 5 minutes per kilometers in another half marathon. Well, it was not a race, an official race, it was just me running by myself. But yeah, this one was very hard. Yeah. Well, yeah, I also didn't drink well enough before the half marathon. I was a bit late and couldn't drink because I had to go with the car from Seville to Granada, and there was no water at the start of the half marathon, which was a bit kind of a fail too. And yeah, my nutrition wasn't on point either, and yeah, I didn't eat before the half marathon. Like, ideally you should eat like maybe 3 or 4 hours before, some meal with a lot of carbohydrates, like rice or noodles or maybe lentils. Yeah. Well, but I'm glad I survived that half marathon. I'm not injured, and yes, I hope I can train in a consistent way so that next time I can enjoy more the half marathon and be fast at the same time. Yes. Yes. And I also recommend you not to drive. I noticed that while driving in my shoes, it did irritate my feet. So I think the day you run, don't drive, because that, well, in my case, it bothers my feet and my you know, this. Yeah. So yeah, well, that's my advice, I guess. Try to train for how to drink and eat while running. That's a huge thing, because I don't know, for me the ingesting water at the first water stop it made me feel very uncomfortable. Yeah. Well, so that's it. Maybe there will be some more videos about running or my running experiences. Yeah, I guess I said it all. Yeah. Okay, so bye.